You don't have to be in such a rush. It's okay to slow down. Just sit there, just be in the moment, relax. By relax, I just mean just sit there. Just let whatever passes pass. Just see everything for what it is. Just a moment of silence. And where did this come out of? It's always been in my mind, you know. Don't try and rush everything. You'll make mistakes if you do that. You'll overlook things. Just allow yourself to just slow down. And it's like, I felt like it's contrary to popular belief, where it's like, you have to have everything now, everything just at the tip of your fingers, at whenever you want it. But when it comes to us, it's like we have to slow down. Just know that if you're putting in work, it's great. That's amazing. But just know sometimes you may need to relax, recenter yourself, just realign yourself to what it is. Just calm. Just ease yourself into it. And you know, it may feel like life is constantly going fast, because it is. Life is so fast-paced. We get caught up in so many things that just pull our attention away, that just tell us, go here, do this, do that. And now, there's one thing, there's nothing wrong with being productive. Nothing wrong. If anything, it's amazing. It's amazing. You should attach a sense of worth to being productive in a way, because it's like you're putting everything out there. You're doing what you say you want. But to get lost in just the daily traffic of life, just constantly keep doing things, a cycle of just things that don't mean much, it can feel draining. It can feel exhausting, as we're just so caught up in everything. We just need to breathe, just relax and allow ourselves to relax. It's okay to relax. Nothing is wrong with that, especially if it's with intention, especially if it's for a purpose and a reason. And you know, I found myself just ending my day off reading, allowing myself just to relax, just do something I like that isn't hard or quick. I can do it at my own pace. Just set some music, some classical or some jazz, something that's just calming, you know? And truly just let myself just be. And at times I'll just sit here and or sit in my room, or just whatever, and just be there, be in the moment. No sort of worries that I'm thinking of, no sort of things that I have to do. It's just sitting there, relaxed. And if there is things I need to do, I can take that time just to do it slowly, do it calmly, do it as if there is no rush. You're taking your time. It's yours. So don't base your thoughts or your ideas of how fast you should be progressing based upon other people, as they are not you. You are on two separate paths. Have two separate goals, two separate ideas of life, two separate thoughts, ways of acting, behaving, two different goals, two different individuals. You're two different individuals. So realize it's okay. Just take your time. And if you don't know what it is you want, if you don't know what your purpose is, you don't know what you're here for, just, if you find yourself being distracted by whatever it may be, social media, which is a big one now, just take a step back for however long you may need. Just sit, and whatever just your mind goes, just follow it, observe it, see where it takes you. Because it's one thing if it's like you are constantly just doing things with no real intention, no real sort of goal or vision, just to make ends meet. And just to make ends meet, like, nah. Me personally, I want something greater, a sense of reason, a reason I'm fighting, a reason I keep going. We all have that. And you have to discover it. First, you have to be aware, there's something out there for me. Second is, take the time to understand what it is. Ask yourself questions. And there's many books out there that help with that, with finding things around that. But the whole idea is, what is it that you love to do? What is it? What is it that you love to do? Regardless of if you get paid or not, or if you have time or not, what is it that you love? We can call it passion, we can call it purpose, and just habits, whatever it may be. Maybe just helping others, maybe just playing music, learning an instrument, could be reading, it could be just understanding ideas, concepts, whatever your mind takes you, just out of sheer curiosity, just go towards it. And you have to set time aside from obvious obligations of work, of life, things like that. Obviously, we all have that. We all have, whether it's work, school, a routine in which we go to the gym, in which we do something with our time, and it has to be productive. Even just the way you do it, even just the way you interact with that, has to be productive. By productive, I mean just healthy. Healthy meaning whole. Like, just look at everything for what it is. All of it, the good, the bad, what we see as good and bad, all of it. And just see, is there something for me? And what is it? So, even on another level, right? Even on another level, it's like, we'll have to go out there to experiment and test things out to see what it is we like, especially if we don't got as many experiences as some other people. If we want to compare it to that, our experience may be small. We have not experienced life to its fullest to truly understand what it is that pulls us towards it, that just makes us want to do it. It could be your job, it could be taking care of animals, people. Again, it could be anything. And if you don't know what it is, just try things out. First, just sit there. What is it that you've always wanted to do, that's always been on your mind? For me, it was learning an instrument. I'm playing the guitar now, and hopefully in the future I pick up other ones, and I know I am. But even so, in that exploring, in the just trying things out, seeing where your curiosity takes you, and then applying, doing, you'll find things you never would have thought that you would have liked. For example, it's, for me, making videos. I never thought I would have liked this. As a relatively introverted to myself person, I would have never thought, hey, I'm gonna like doing videos. But here we are now. And I just take every day as it comes, just carefully, just calmly, just relaxed, as stress, worrying about things doesn't help. It doesn't help. Because you could just ask yourself, what is the solution? And you can just ask yourself, what is the solution? What is it? And if you don't know, you can try on your own to find out. You could. But if it's already been solved by someone else, just go ahead and just find the answer. Don't be so independent, hyper independent. That's the right word. Just, you want to figure everything out by yourself, and you're stubborn to not do it, to not get help. As I used to be like that. I used to be like, I'll figure it out on my own. And even though there's a clear solution, a clear way to find out, if I would just ask or look it up, I just wanted to figure it out on my own. I was stubborn about it too, but I realized I don't know everything. I don't. So I've become more accepting of just help and advice and just learning just from anyone and anything if they know what they are talking about, you know? And again, it's like, just in a way, put yourself out there. In a way, just be open. Be open. Be open, as you never know what you could expect. You never know what could happen. You never know the experiences that it could take you. And just relish the moment. Just enjoy the moment. Just be there. Be present. Now, it may be hard to be open. It may be hard. You may have never tried it. You may have always just kept a sort of mask, a sort of facade, just because you fear that you're going to be judged. You fear that people are going to say something bad about you. And being honest, guess what happens when that mask breaks? People are going to judge you. They're going to see you like, they're going to look at you sideways like you aren't who you say you are. But when you put yourself out there as you are, who you are as you are, it's like, if you get exposed, it was already there. There's nothing to be hidden. There's nothing that is like, oh wow, you know, I thought he was this way. I thought she was this way. I thought I was this way. Whatever it may be. So, just, again, I guess, at the same time, you have to ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who do I say I am? Who do I stand for? And even so, on another level, it's like, who do I want to be? And just become that in a way where it's like, you're closing that gap, and then you'll become one and the same. You gotta be specific about it. As specific as you can be, just so you know where to go, what direction you have to head into. But again, it all takes time. It all takes time. So don't worry about however long it may take. And don't worry about how old you are now, as age isn't relevant. Age is not relevant. But again, age is not relevant. Doesn't matter what age you are. Does not matter what age you are. You could be 15, 20, 25, 40, 60, 80. And it's all the same. It's all the same. Just living life to what makes you happy. And just living that fully and truly and wholly. So, just sitting here, just enjoying the moment, enjoying it as it comes. Living life as I choose it to be, as I want it to be. Free from all the anxiety, the worries that other people may want to put on me, as I choose what it is I want to confront and challenge, and where I want to grow. And you really cannot live according to other people, what they say about you, how they say you should live. Set your own rules, set your own standards, set your own way of living, you know. And it's okay to take ideas and things and attitudes that are positive from other people, especially if they're in a spot where you want to be. By all means, they've done something successfully in the area or aspect in which you want to be, in the area you want to go. So by all means, you see them constantly just doing things, being successful in whatever way you see it as success, and just living true to yourself, just applying it, see if it works for you, and if it does, by all means, keep going. So here we are again, just sitting. Here we are, just sitting, just relaxing. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite ways of relaxing. This and just reading. Just sit here and just whatever comes about, comes about. I don't feel stressed about, things that I have to do. Because I know I'm gonna have to do it. Why worry about it? Why worry about it if I know I have to solve it in the coming future? Why just add more on top of it? Make it seem greater than it is. Because if it's a problem that's already been solved, then you can solve it too. It's already been proven to be solved, So just know you can too. Know you can too. And that's really what it is. That is really what it is. Just living life and growing, allowing the right kinds of thoughts to just allow you to grow. Because if you just set or have an attitude or mindset that hold you back, beliefs that hold you back, that make you seem that you aren't able to accomplish anything you set your mind to, then you may have to just get rid of those thoughts and replace it with something new. Because if you just get rid of it, then what is going to replace it? If you don't have anything to change it with, it's going to be a hole, a void that just gets filled up with something else. The same thing if we just look at just how we spend our day. You may be on your phone 8 hours a day, right? You say, I want to be on my phone less. I want to just live life more. So you decide, okay, I'm going to use it for 6 hours instead. And now, what do you do with those 2 hours? What do you do? Because if you don't fill it up with something intentional and for a reason, it's just going to find another way to keep you distracted. You may just watch Netflix, play video games, daydream, just anything and everything that just keeps your mind just distracted. So you could be distracted in a good way, distracted in a way where it benefits you. You put your mind, by distracted I mean let's change out the word for attention. Where do you put your attention, your focus? Now you could pick up a new hobby, a new skill. You can try something, explore, go anywhere, and then see where that takes you. And if you like it, if not, the next time, the next day, week, whatever, you get that free 2 hours again. You can try something different, see if you like that. But it's okay, just take life one step at a time. One step at a time. Because it's like, imagine you're just trying to do everything so fast, trying to get it done the quickest. But it's like you're running on a treadmill. It's not leading you nowhere if it's not the right things. You're just running on a treadmill, tiring yourself out, just exhausting yourself. Rather than you make every step and it's intentional, you'll get farther just making every step at your own pace, your own time, however slow or fast it might be. You'll get farther than someone who's just running 100 miles on a treadmill with no clear direction. No clear direction. And I guess that's what it is, direction. Where are we going? For ourselves. So, that's something you may want to ask yourself. There's plenty of books to help you. There's plenty of people, plenty of ideas, but most of all, just know it'll all lead you to asking yourself. It'll all lead you to experiencing life. It'll all lead you to asking yourself what it is. Whether it tells you, what do you want to do? What did you want to do as a kid? And try it. Or asking yourself, what catches your eye? Try it. It all leads to the same thing. Finding out what makes you happy. Finding what makes you fulfilled. And just living to that. And just finding a sense of self where it's like, sure, you may live life, right? With the job, with people you care about, but it's like you're not necessarily attached to that job. You work there, but you're not attached to it. You don't place your self-worth on the amount of work you can do, the amount you can achieve in your job. You don't place your worth on that, as it's like, that's just what it is, but it isn't me. It isn't what I place my value on, because they could take that job away, and what am I to do? If you didn't have no sense of self, you'd be panicking. If you place your value on that, you'd be panicking, like, what do I do now? What do I do now? But if you really just find the strength within yourself, the confidence within yourself, just to be like, I lost a job, okay, on to the next. You didn't place your value into the job, you place it within yourself. It's like a self-currency, the highest form of trust. The highest form of trust within yourself. Then there's probably many ways to build it. Many ways, but it all comes down to just doing. You say you're gonna do something and you do it. That's essentially what it is. You say you're gonna do something, you do it. Your word is true. Your word is that. You have integrity. You have structure. And you can allow yourself to relax. You can allow yourself to just take a step back and just figure out, where am I heading? Where is the direction? Just breathe. Relax, even just live life just in just a happy way, just allowing it to pass, allowing life to just keep going. Other than that, I just want to leave it off there. I just hope, you can just relax, chill. Figure out your priorities. What's important. And I know we all have obligations. I know we all have things we gotta do. So by all means, make time and do it. You have a test. Make sure you prepare for the test. You have you have all these things. You have a game. Make sure you train. You have a competition. Make sure you do what you gotta do. Especially if it's something you love, you'll do it. I mean, if we look at a test, no one really just likes tests, but just know it's like, if you just put 10-20 minutes just to studying, understanding the concept, it's like you won't have to be stressed for the test. You understand the concept. You put time and effort over however long it may be, you just so you understand completely, then you'll be okay. So just one step at a time. Just realize, what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to do? And go for it. go for it. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. And with that, I'm gonna just leave it off there, you know? I'm gonna just leave it off there, and hopefully you got something out of it. As I just feel calm, I just feel great. I feel so relaxed right now. Let me take a sip of my drink. This is vitamin water. Is it acai, blueberry, pomegranate, and you know, just closing moments. See, this is good. This is good. But other than that, you know, just take it one step at a time. And dreamers, turn dreams into reality. Love you.